Hello, sir.
Ah, Your Majesty. It seems like an age since we last had the pleasure of speaking. The awful attack on the kingdom, Walter's tragic demise. Terrible, terrible business. Still, we mustn't dwell on the past, must we? There is much to do. Dealing with the aftermath of recent events, bolstering the morale of the people, and many, many equally riveting issues. So, if you are ready, Your Majesty, shall we proceed to the throne room and begin? Wonderful. I assure you, you will be entertained, engrossed, and elated. This is our best royal schedule yet. So I will arrange an audience with the Blacksmith Association, and we can clear this tax dispute up in no time. 2 or 3 days of negotiations should settle it. Now, on to much more important matters. The hiring of a new head gardener. As you know, the rose bushes this year have suffered some minor discomfort due to the inclement weather and less than salubrious soil management. I have arranged an interview process that should take no more than 8 weeks, starting tomorrow morning. It should make for a very... But lest we forget matters of state, we really ought to begin a more considered census of the population. Estimates of the number of citizens vary widely. I suggest each one comes to the throne room and has...
Is it too late for an audience, my king? Who are you? I've come from far away to fulfill my business. To get revenge for everything you've done. How many innocent people have you sent to the keep? I don't know what you're talking about. Your lies won't save you now. I've spent years in a cell, thinking about this moment. Did you think you're safe here, Your Majesty? Did you think your guards could protect you? I know all about guards. They couldn't keep me in the keep. And they couldn't keep me out of your castle. This is the end of the kingdom. Albion will be free. It's time for the people to rule themselves. I am well trained in the art of murder. I've never killed a king before, though. I am the instrument of change. I am the voice of revolution. The world doesn't need the crown. It doesn't need the throne. You're a relic, Your Majesty. Nobody will mourn your passing. Nobody ever mourns a tyrant. I came here alone, but I represent legions. You will never defeat us all. You may be a hero, but that doesn't make you a god. It doesn't give you the right to rule a country. I wish General Turner were here to see you die. Such a pity you'll never meet him. We will return Albion to a more pure state. This castle will burn to the ground. Your family invented the monarchy, but it has no place in our land. Everyone imprisoned by the kings of Albion will be set free. I'm willing to die for what I believe in. Are you? You think you're safe now? I'm just the first of many. We will kill you in the end.
My king! An enemy ship is approaching. There are soldiers on board!
Who are they?
Get ready!
They're almost here!
Hold steady! They look like elite soldiers. What the hell is going on? I don't know, but they're as good as dead.
We are at your service, Your Majesty.
Who are you?
I'm Commander Milton. We came in pursuit of the man who attempted to take your life. I knew he would not succeed, but his escape dishonors us all the same.
The man spoke of a place called the Keep. Is that where you've come from?
Yes, Ravenscar Keep. It's a prison far from this coast, and we're the soldiers sworn to guard it.
Another of my brother's secrets.
If you'll come with us, Your Majesty, I'll show you. The Keep is where Albion's worst criminals are held, the most dangerous enemies of the Crown. It's time our new king saw it for himself. Welcome to the Keep, Your Majesty. Albion's secret prison. Your father made use of it. Your brother Logan made use of it. Now, it is yours. I had my men prepare for your visit, so the cells should be ready for inspection.
Is it safe? Recent events have made me somewhat wary of convicts.
There are plenty of harmless political prisoners imprisoned by Logan. But over the years, we have accumulated some rather dangerous individuals. And there's none more dangerous than General Turner. He led your brother's armies for years, until he became obsessed with ending his rule, with abolishing the crown altogether.
Oh my, yes. General Turner. He attempted a coup on your brother and declared he would bring about the end of the monarchy in Albion. Unfortunately, this was before Logan saw fit to execute all traitors.
I believe the assassin you killed was acting under his orders. We will conduct a full investigation into how... Something's wrong.
I knew it! This place is a death trap! I'm going to be torn apart by angry criminals!
This way, Your Majesty.
I'll stay here and make sure nobody sinks the boat.
Lieutenant, what the hell happened?
Nobody quite knows, sir. Some of the prisoners in Block A broke free. They started a riot, got hold of weapons and killed some of our men. We can't break through.
We won't be able to get through the entrance. There's a reason we call this place the Keep. Fortunately, I know this place better than any prisoner. Are you willing to get your hands dirty, my king? Or perhaps you would prefer to wait here?
I may have become a politician, Commander, but I was born to fight. Lead the way.
With pleasure. The old sewer system leads into the lower levels. It's as secure as any other part of the Keep, but I can get us through. I wouldn't be surprised if General Turner was behind this. I've been the warden of this place for 7 years, but we've never had a prisoner like him. He seems to exert some strange control over people, but you can judge for yourself soon. It's impossible to get past this gate without the key, and I have the only copy, as this poor bastard found out too late. I should warn you, we'll be coming out into the prison's lowest level. We call it the Pit. The inmates down here are so disturbed they're barely human. Welcome to the Pit, Your Majesty. The most miserable place in Albion. Try to stay away from the cell doors. You sound agitated enough already. I closed this room down when I took over. The doctors who used it called it an electrical rehabilitation facility. The rest of us called it the torture chamber. Most of the men you hear screaming sat in those chairs every day. If they weren't insane when they came in, well, let's just say I'd rather die than be strapped to one of those things. We should be right under the rioters now. Here they come. Don't hold back, Your Majesty. These men are vicious killers.
The skanky summer was...
We need to regain control of the prison before this turns into a real bloodbath. These were good men. Some of them little more than boys. This was never meant to happen. I knew it. This isn't a random riot. It's too organized. Turner did this. He sent the assassin after you not to kill you, but to draw me and my best soldiers away. Come on. If he's behind this, we need to find him before it's too late. They've broken into the armory. This is going to get interesting. Watch your back, Your Majesty. We're not exactly the most popular people among convicts, are we? I never should have left the island. Never underestimate a desperate criminal. If General Turner is behind this, it won't be easy to recapture him. Whatever happens, we can't let him leave the island. I only hope our other more famous prisoners are still behind bars. I can't imagine what will happen if they're let loose. Nothing hardens a bandit like being locked up for a few years. It sounds like some of the guards are still fighting in there. They're going to need our help. If you don't mind, Your Majesty, I think I'll join my men. There hasn't been a recorded riot in the Keep for 2 decades. After all this time being nothing but a warden, it's good to feel like a soldier again.
Yeah, a good...
I used to complain nothing ever happened on this island. This isn't quite what I had in mind.
You really want to take on the army, eh? So good is it. Get ready to die.
What luck!
Turner must have a bigger plan than just letting some prisoners out. Not knowing what it is, what worries me most. You should have stayed in your cell.
You can rip your eyes out and feed them to the birds.
You hurt my mate.
My guards haven't seen proper combat in a long time. It'll take them by surprise. What would you rather be? Locked up and living, or free and dead? The cells of the maximum security ward must have been opened, including General Turner's. Come on, we have to get there before he can make a break for it.
I'm looking forward to slicing you.
This ends now. None of you will escape alive.
Oh, go and stick your skulls in your market, Shaker.
Just a few more, Your Majesty. When these fall, the rest will surrender. Where are the prisoners?
They're gone, sir. The cells were empty when we were taken hostage.
I should have known. Damn it, I should have known. Round up the last of the rioters and lock them up.
Yes, sir.
Missing? We have to get out of here. We'll be butchered.
You may rest at ease, Mr. Hobson. I don't believe they're anywhere on the island. The riot was a diversion, orchestrated by Turner. As long as he's at large, Albion is under threat, Your Majesty. But he isn't the only one we need to worry about. We will need to recapture all the escapees if we want to safeguard the kingdom.
Who are the others?
Professor Faraday was a celebrated inventor, and the brains behind most of our industrial progress, until he turned on your brother. He's a mild-mannered man, but his creations could bring about the end of civilization. Mary Godwin, also known as Witchcraft Mary, was a highly skilled alchemist, though that knowledge rests in a very disturbed mind. She was convicted of witchery after they discovered her rather horrific experiments. I dread to think what she may do next. And I've already told you about General Turner, the most dangerous of them all. He must have been planning this breakout for months.
Where do we begin?
The records room holds all the information we have on our prisoners. My men can study the files for Witchcraft Mary and Turner. I'm confident I know where I can find Faraday. There's only one place he could call his home. One place he could believe himself safe. I propose we sail there as soon as possible.
I magnanimously offer my services in this investigation. This study seems like a nice, safe place from which to serve the kingdom.
Very good, then. Your Majesty, I shall meet you at the pier when you're ready to hunt down Faraday.
There seem to be several entries on this Mary Godwin, or Witchcraft Mary, if that's what we must call her. Very little on General Turner, though. I'm sure I will have found a plentiful supply of information when you return, though. Good luck, Your Majesty.
I wish all my customers were like you.
Thank you for your coverage. Great today, Your Majesty.
Thank you for your customers.
Scaring Your Majesty. Please accept a small token of my esteem.
I wasn't. Wahey! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Well, almost anything.
My love is turning.
Always on defense. Anything you want. Sir.
Hello there, Your Majesty.
I spent last night propping up the bar.
Such a wise approach.
Word, I'm hungover.
What accent?
Trying to sell him a duck. And it had a scratch.
A real-life hero owns this place. I'm pleased to serve you.
With my merry line of wines.
Always a pleasure to help you. Hope you enjoy it. I know.
You look cool.
That's a good buy. Oh, you won't
Did you
regret
have to
buying
work
that.
hard to get all
Hope
that
you
money,
enjoy it.
or is it just loot?
Oh, you won't regret buying that.
The best.
Nobody wants you to sign anything
It would be
anyway.
so nice if I could get an autograph. Hello there.
Come back if you have anything else
I
to
like
sell.
you because you
I
seem
have
We're
nice.
both happy to be of service. Always happy to buy your unwanted items. That's a fine item. You're a decent bloke,
I have a delivery. Delivery here.
If only all adventurers were as upright as you.
You know, if you spend more, I can get some better
Your
stuff
Majesty.
in.
Hello.
Got a question, or maybe you're just browsing? Great.
That's a great look.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yes, yes.
Welcome to my shop. How are you this fine day?
Hi, I'm just looking, okay?
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Well met, my lord.
I sell the best items in all Brightwall. We will not be undersold. That is our non-binding guarantee.
Here, have this.
If you're not too busy, you might have a look in the sanctuary shop. Your special gift is still waiting for you to open it. Surely you've had enough anticipation by this point? Man's best friend, as they say. Now, I was never quite sure whether that meant after all human friends have been considered or before.
Yes. But you're the richest you've ever been.
All right, cheers.
Always happy to help.
For a new coat.
I sell the best stuff in Brightwall.
Hey!
I find myself.
Have a look around.
I'm headed to the shops. I'm just not sure. How good to see you, sir. My very favourite customer. Oh, you won't regret buying that. That's a good buy. Hope you enjoy it. Anything you want. Hope you enjoy it.
I hate
Buy your
Always
wares here.
look out.
Hope you
A
enjoy
shop
it.
owned by
Oh,
one
you
of
won't regret
Albion's
buying
most
that.
famous
Hope you
adventurers.
enjoy it.
Sir,
Need some new furniture?
Hey!
La-di-da-di-da-da-da.
No complaints. Everything...
Now, why don't you want a nice looking dog? If you could just give a little.
Wow! It's the king! Maybe one day I can be as great as you.
Champion!
I'm glad I've got a mate like you.
Business has never
We could
been
be
better.
best
I can
friends.
hardly believe it.
If I like people with an ass for a face. Nice weapon you've got there. What are you? Compensating for something? But don't you think your grand's feet are cold without them?
owner is famous. That means we're better.
Anyway, moving on.
So how's
Hello, great king. Oh, I'm glad to have you back. Oh, you've bought a fine item. I hope... Enjoy. Oh, you've bought a fine item. You're always welcome in my store. Hi, big shot.
Oh my!
I bet you've seen
Hello,
all right,
Your
Your Majesty.
Have a few things on sale, just so you know.
Watch out for sales. You could get
on
over
there.
like that.
Right,
on your-
cheers!
Hello there, Your Majesty. I hope you're
Nice
well.
to see you, Your
I
Majesty.
have the best shop in Brightwall.
Get drunk as a skunk with my merry line of wines.
I want
This
to
is
make
Royal
something
Magnificence.
of myself.
Hello?
Oh. I consider myself lucky.
Hi there.
to call
How
you
can
a
I help?
friend. Hello, Your Majesty.
If anything I can do for you, just give a shout.
Like what I see.
Nice doing business with you.
It's the great...
Your
Get
Majesty.
your weapons, maim,
Sell me
kill,
your
and
unwanted
slaughter with my great
Best
weapons.
goods in Brightwall. You're just like the best in the world.
Faraday had a remote factory he opened up to the public before things turned sour. It's where he did all his work, and he's never stopped talking about it. I'm certain we'll find him there. But if what they say about his inventions is true, it won't be easy to capture him. Shall we go, Your Majesty? Clockwork Island. It was quite a popular tourist attraction some years ago. Faraday's inventions have changed the world, but all he really wanted was to make people happy.
Why was he locked up?
Nobody really knows. Your brother said he was a danger to mankind. As for Faraday himself, all he would ever say is that he'd rather die than betray his creations. I used to queue up for hours when I was a child in Bowerstone, just to get a glimpse of his contraptions. I still remember the slogan, Faraday Industries, where faraway dreams become reality. Well, those dreams certainly look far away now. I wonder what this was supposed to be.
Welcome, visitors, to Clockwork Island. I am Huxley, and I will be your guide. Please refrain from using obscene language in front of the children. Now, if you will follow me, we will begin the tour. Keep your belongings with you at all times, and try not to stray from the group.
I suppose we should do what he says.
We begin with what is yet to come. Astonish your senses, give flight to your fancy by stepping into the street of the future.
I'm starting to wish I'd paid this place a visit while it was still open.
Before you is an everyday Bowerstone suburb, as it will be 15 years from now. Yes, the future is in our grasp. Please walk among the citizens of tomorrow. Share in their joy. Marvel at their superior well-being. In the world of tomorrow, there is no conflict, no jealousy, no selfishness. Thanks to science, people are finally happy. Witness the idyllic lives of these model citizens. Marvel at the perfect lives they lead. Would you not want to raise a family here? Welcome to the Bowerstone of... This is the future that Faraday Industries can bring to Albion. Peace and contentment for all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good evening, good evening, good evening, good morning, good evening, good evening, good morning, good morning. I too wish you a pickle ferret, pickle my ferret. This is a nice lord ferret, pickle my lord ferret. This concludes the tour. We hope all your dreams have been fulfilled.
I know who you are, and I know why you're here. You will never get what you want. Never.
It's Faraday.
I'm ready for you, Your Majesty. I am most ready. And if it is violence you seek, then violence you shall have.
This is a security announcement for all our guests here today. Please take cover. The management accepts no responsibility for any mutilations, fatalities, or slight grazes. And now, presenting the latest in armed defense mechanisms, a round of applause for the Colin Mark II.
Faraday's just stalling us. We have to find him.
Is it not wonderful how quiet and still the world seems to be?
So this is what Faraday's been doing in his spare time, building a mechanical army. Is that why your brother locked him up? I think I'd rather fight prisoners. This is like no army I've ever seen. Looks like the street of the future isn't that different to the street. Do you think these things feel big? This is going well. We've only been here a few minutes and we're already fighting for our lives.
And everyone is in a state of permanent distress.
No wonder tourists stop coming here.
Would you like to know my garden plants then? The sun always
Looks like the street of the future is going to be a dangerous place to live. I'm starting to see why your brother locked Faraday up. Come on, let's find him, shall we?
This unit is in dormant mode and cannot speak.
I think there might be a way through here. How come this isn't part of the tour? Welcome to the graveyard of the future. Look at this place. Even the wall is falling to pieces. There's some sort of canal down there. Ready when you are, Your Majesty. I don't think we'll find a tour guide where we're going next. I'm rather curious to see what lies behind the futuristic veneer, aren't you?
The park has been open for a whole month now, and I can say without reservations that it is an extraordinary success. The public adores my creations, and as I predicted, the street of the future is proving to be my greatest draw. To Tomorrow I travel to Mistpeak, where I will oversee the maiden voyage of the improved monorail. I think this design is the safest yet.
Welcome to the Sanctuary. The armory is at your disposal. Those two do complement each other very well. Happy casting. Any other business to attend to? The armory is at your disposal. Well, The armory is at your disposal.
I think we can safely say this isn't part of the tour. What are those? Insects?
I have instructed my cleaning and repair crew to clear the canal of detritus. Now go away.
Faraday's built himself quite a fortress, hasn't he? Can you imagine what would happen if these insects got loose in Albion? We're getting close. Faraday must be in that factory up ahead.
Why can't you leave me alone? I will never do as you ask. Do you hear me? Never!
What's he talking about?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's finally lost what little reason he had left.
Rulers may believe they can impose their will on whomever they so wish. But I was born to make dreams come alive, not to create death. You have already seen the weapons your brother forced me to make, but they shall never leave this island. Neither shall I.
So that's why your brother had him locked up. He refused to build him an army. And he thinks that's what you've come here for.
so clever, and so happy. We could do this forever and ever.
Must I turn more of my creations into monstrosities?
I have a feeling these dogs aren't here to play catch with us. Bombs. Why am I not surprised? Don't let them get too close to you. I was always more of a cat person. Kill them from a distance. Don't let them get too close to you. Faraday must be really desperate if he's going to destroy his creations to stop us. Don't let them get too close to you. You need to kill them from a distance. I've had just about enough of this. Whatever he believes, he's too dangerous to be left out here. We need to find him, now. Another dead end. There must be some way through.
Look how you corrupted my life. More.
If this technology ever gets out, it's the end of the army. Who would need a real soldier? Turn has to have plans for all these creatures. That's why he set Faraday loose. They're relentless. All those years Faraday was babbling in his cell. I had no idea this is what it was all about. How many more of these things are there? Stop them! I'm ready to be sick of these walking boxes.
Ready to meet your maker. You can only push a single.
If this technology ever gets out, it means the end of the line. Who would need a real... Think of what your brother would have done if he'd had an army of automatons. I think there's a way through the roof. Come on.
Incredible news. I have received word that King Logan himself is planning to visit the island. He wishes to speak with me in person. No doubt to congratulate me on all the advances I have made, and on transforming Bowerstone slums into a happy and productive place. I shall have to record a special welcome message for Huxley. I am a troubled man today. King Logan presented me with a most unexpected request. He wishes me to adapt my creations and build an army. He assures me it is required to defend Albion, but I have serious misgivings. My creations are meant for peace and the betterment of mankind. I will begin making changes to them, but I will not activate a single one unless I have assurances as to their ultimate use.
You've taken my work. You've taken years of my life. But you cannot take my soul.
Logan is driven insane.
That
He made him turn this place into a war factory.
I will encase it in
You are an insignificant. And I
General Turner must have plans for all the creatures. That's why he set Faraday loose. They're relentless. I've fought a lot of strange things in my time, but today has to be the strangest. Stop!
bow down before me. You are a sack of fluids.
I'm really getting sick of these walking boxes.
A Faraday children of the head.
More of these things are. If this technology ever gets out, it means the end of the army. Who would need a real soldier? Who'd want to be one?
Do not be alarmed. I am a fighter. Let us serve you.
Think of what your brother would have done if he'd had an army of automatons at his command. All those years Faraday was battling in his cell. Had no idea this is what it was all about.
It is time we separated your head from your shoulders.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
I was correct in doubting Logan's intentions. He has demanded I hand over the army. And I can tell from his manner that he has gone power mad and means to use them for harm. If I refuse, he has threatened not only to confiscate all my industries, but to lock me up forever. But I will stand firm. My creations must remain pure, no matter what the cost.
This is it. The last factory. He has to be here somewhere. What if it was all just recorded messages? He's been playing this.
Is this the perfect soldier you wanted, Your Majesty? Well, you shall never have it. This so the most powerful weapon that has ever existed. Allow me to demonstrate. I'm not alone on this island. My creations will never desert me.
Have been casting unpure glances at my wife. What is what? In the future, I shall execute out swiftly and painfully. And in a robot walks into a bar and says, "It's destroyed." We will never serve you. Faraday is our only master. He is also the world's greatest. There is no place lost for one moment.
Well then, I'm ready. Your brother destroyed everything I cared for. You may as well kill me.
We should take him back to the keep. We can take care of his wounds there. What are you going to do?
I'm not like my brother. You're safe now.
Thank you. I should not have judged you so hastily, Your Majesty.
You have been through a lot, Mr. Faraday. But now that we know the truth, your life will return to normal.
Very good. He will be released as soon as his wounds are healed.
Ah, my king. I have eagerly awaited your return. I have made an extraordinary discovery.
Just tell him what my men found out, Hobson.
Why, it was a wholly collaborative effort. Without my supervision, who knows when...
Just tell me.
Of course. Indeed. As you know, the second prisoner is the alchemist and alleged witch, Mary Godwin. A rather foul and malevolent woman, by all accounts. We have uncovered files on experiments so grotesque, I don't mind admitting I lost part of my supper while reading them.
Get to the point, Hobson.
Yes. Well, it seems that before she turned to foul necromancy, she came from a well-to-do family. We believe she may be hiding out at her grandfather's long-abandoned and rather opulent estate.
I have the coordinates. I'll wait for you at the pier. The sooner we capture this woman, the better.
And I shall continue leading the investigation into General Turner. There really seems to be so little information on the man. It's as if he had taken his records with him.
Such a rage!
Everybody speaks in such hushed tones about this General Turner. They must fear him greatly.
You might have a look in the Sanctuary shop. I'm quite certain there is something new in there. Welcome to the Sanctuary. You've a new type of gauntlet available. The armory is at your disposal. Why just stab or shoot your enemies when you can set them on fire? Excellent choice of gauntlet. Any other business to attend to?
My king.
The Albion Secret Prison Gazette, issue number 16. Big news! As a cost-saving measure, instead of receiving hot gruel every other day, prisoners will now have it every 3 days.
Your Majesty,
Cold gruel
here.
remaining 2 days.
I offer this with all
People
humility.
pages. Edith's cousin, back in Brightwall, is
I
pregnant.
just want to
with
show
her
you
first
how much we
baby.
appreciate
At least
what
she
you've
might
been
be.
doing, Your Majesty.
Read about
Here,
it.
have this.
Comings and goings. Loads of new prisoners have been brought in, and some that were already here died. Answer to last week's word scramble puzzle? Despair! Right, congratulations to Nick, who was the first one to get it correct.
Why did it happen?
Really? It's no excuse. Some of these prisoners actually say it's an act, but I try and give them the benefit of the doubt.
Nothing to report, Your Majesty. Majesty. Ah! I'm at your command.
You did.
Prisons need guards.
Look,
Nah,
I keep
we'll
myself
never
in.
make
I don't cause any trouble.
They bring him in
And all
from
I ask in
outside.
return is you let me out.
Really bad, cruel.
Why?
My
Why did it
sister,
have to happen
bless her
this
heart,
way?
sends care packages for these prisoners each month. Food, quilts, decks of cards. Of course, they're always intercepted by
Why
pirates.
did it
Is
have
that
to
so
happen
bad?
this way?
Pirates huddling in quilts playing cards is better than slitting throats.
One day I'm going to own a factory, and
My
then
lord.
we'll see.
I don't want anyone getting up to
Why?
That's
Why did
everything
it have
from
to happen
filtering a
this
loaf of
way?
bread from the kitchen. Hello there, Your Majesty.
Taking a rusty raw
Greetings,
iron
Your
shank and
Majesty.
thrusting it into
Do you
a
reckon
yellow
he'll ever
button
close
and
this place
then
down?
and I don't like to
I mean, Logan's gone and it was his thing.
I
I hope not. You like it here?
It was worse than it sounds.
Why? Why did it have to happen this way?
Self-decoration can have a massive impact on your happiness, your spirit. I'll lend you some books. They're very instructive. Is that a blood spatter on the wall? I'll lend you a rag as well. No problem.
I couldn't be angrier.
I'm not gonna lie. Keeping these animals in shape, it's a thrill. But one should enjoy one's work, right?
Why did it have to happen
I
this
can
way?
assure you, Your Majesty, there's never been a serious incident on my watch. Well, there was the riot. But other than that, nothing.
Humbug and rotten onions.
I'm even madder than I usually am.
I'll tell you the truth. I'd probably do the same. My motto is, this too shall pass. Means even the bad things
You
end.
did it.
Imprisonment, torture, fear, despair. Of course, the good stuff will go south as well. But on balance, it kind of works.
You. It was you.
Does anyone ever get promoted from prisoner to guard? Because
because I think I'd be quite good at it.
You seen that new BT-16?
Worth confiscating anymore. It almost isn't worth turning over the set.
It's quite a thing to see.
Put stuff in a pot with water and boil until hot.
I worked in the laundry 3 months.
Oh, bollocks. I've made errors in the count before, but never had this many men missing. No other explanation. They've scarpered, Your Majesty. I'm sorry to inform you that a number of prisoners are, unaccounted for. And these aren't blokes your brother locked up for waving signs at a protest. They're real criminals, killers, and clever. Working out a way off this island as we speak, you can be sure. Me and my guards have enough on our hands keeping this place together. No way I can send men off to comb the island for these escapees. I could use another hand to round them up. And if that hand happens to wield magical weapons and shoot fire and lightning, well, so much the better. Wish I could tell you more, but the only thing we know for certain is they haven't left the island. And we don't even know that for certain. Yeah, anyway. Point is, if you could round them up, that'd be really fantastic. Brilliant. Knowing you're on the job, I'll be much more focused on the task at hand, making sure this place stays locked up tight. I'll just say, be on your guard. One of these brutes once beat a man to death with a sock. It was, not quick.
My body is betraying me. I have begun feeling unwell, and I may not have many years ahead of me. We must act quickly and bring about the change Albion needs. My mind rests easier knowing that I have disciples who will be faithful to the last and will do what needs to be done.
It's bad enough those animals are loose on the island, but imagine if they reached the mainland.
What are you boys gonna do first when we get home?
Reckon I'll visit me mum.
I meant in terms of crime. Although family is important.
Things are looking really grim.
Maybe we should just hole up here.
Are you daft? They'd find us in no time.
We could put out the fire and stay very still.
Ah, hello. That appears to be all of the